Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's all totally free with no catch. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Join me in collaboration with Wolf Hall Weekend next June at Cat Hay House in Devon. Book now to experience the literary event of the year in celebration of Dame Hilary Mantel's multi-award-winning Wolf Hall trilogy. Join a weekend of personal tributes, expert talks, celebrity readings, interactive workshops, literary and historical reviews, and good food in the enchanting period location of Cat Hay House in East Devon, a favorite location of Hilary's close to her home. This is a unique and immersive event where many of Hilary's friends and colleagues will honor her memory and share their experiences in helping to bring her literary genius to the world through books, stage, and screen. Historical experts will shed additional light on the turbulent world of Thomas Cromwell, and literary experts will explore Hilary's imaginary interpretation of Cromwell that works its magic on her readers. This is a limited capacity event, so make sure you book early to secure a place. You'll find a link in the show notes.
The Tudors Dynasty Podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the show. I created 5-Minute History as a way to draw in people who maybe do not know as much about a specific topic and to give them a place to sprout out from, so to speak, to go out and do their own research and hopefully find out something interesting themselves. Because to me, the best part of researching is when you learn something you didn't already know and you found it. So I hope this 5-Minute History gives you a little nudge to go out there and find some history for yourself. Welcome to the Tudors Dynasty 5-Minute History, where we dive into the captivating world of the Tudor Dynasty. I'm your host, Rebecca Larson, and today we'll be exploring the grim and fascinating topic of English executions in the 16th century. So let's embark on this macabre journey together. The 16th century was a tumultuous time in England, and the Tudor period witnessed its fair share of executions. Public executions served as both a form of punishment and a form of entertainment for the masses. They were meant to instill fear, maintain order, and demonstrate the power of the monarchy. One of the most notorious execution methods was beheading, typically reserved for nobility and individuals accused of treason. The iconic Tower of London played host to many beheadings, with its infamous execution site, Tower Hill, witnessing the fall of numerous heads, including Anne Boleyn, Henry's second wife, and Thomas Cromwell, one of the king's closest advisors. Burning at the stake was another common execution method, primarily used for heresy, religious dissent, and witchcraft. Notable figures who met this gruesome fate include Thomas Cranmer, Archbishop of Canterbury, and the Protestant reformers Hugh Latimer and Nicholas Ridley. Hanging and drawing, a form of punishment reserved for common criminals, involved the offender being hanged by the neck until almost dead, then cut down and disemboweled while still alive. The process continued until the person's life was finally extinguished. It's important to note that not all executions were carried out in a public spectacle. Some individuals faced a more private and discreet form of execution, such as poison or clandestine acts of violence. These methods were often employed for political reasons or to silence dissent. As the 16th century progressed, religious conflicts intensified, leading to a surge of executions in both the reign of Queen Elizabeth I and later her sister, Elizabeth I. Executions in the 16th century were a dark and distressing aspect of Tudor society. They were a potent reminder of the power and authority held by the monarchy and were meant to discourage any opposition or challenge to the established order. And with that somber note, we bring this Tudor's Dynasty podcast 5-minute history to a close. Join us next time as we delve into another captivating aspect of royal history. Until then, remember to explore the past to better understand the present.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Tudor's Dynasty podcast. You can follow and support the Tudor's Dynasty podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon @Tudor's Dynasty.